Yes! Bring up Gucci! Bronx, make some noise! Sabella, free, Sabella, free, can you be Sabella? Free, Sabella, free, can you be Sabella? Free, Sabella, free, can you be Sabella? Free, Sabella, free, can you? I'm going to tell you what you need, what you need. Everybody got a heat, every first street, she got to be so social. I don't need it, I remember something. I'm not sure the promise, she know me, there was my people need. Around me off, but you know when you come up the other, and believe it. I put on the like it, with the missing the gala. Free the gala, free the new the gala. Free the gala, free the new. I'm not telling y'all never, say never free them. I'm telling y'all never, you know what? Who know any get? The X-Men them, not even if they can't number. We are back to one, so who know any get? Don't get fresh, not even if they can't number. We are back to one, free Isabella, free and you be Isabella. Free Isabella, bitch. Come on, if I am a lady, I'm a lady. Whatever we are, I need for it. Tell me permission, oh, I don't need that. I don't know for me now. So, okay, I'm not sure the promise you know me. I'm off, it's loud to me. Oh, we're not together, we're together. See, it's like it. Live it together. Free together, free again. You have to know the weird.
I said, what's wrong? She got upset. She said, it's all because
'cause you took your love away from me. Took your love. So what was we to do? Keep crying over me. Feeling blue, I said, don't cry. Here comes your mom's with about too little. Me mom stepped to spin. Sally in the place, go next in the punch her in the belly and stepped on her. Slammed the child on the heart. Look, was strong, no kids was gone. Something is wrong, I said. I tried to break it up, I said, stop it. If I can have it. She grabbed me closely by my socks. I broke like I had the chicken box, but she gave chase, said, cut up quick, put a finger in the face. MC Slick says, why don't you give me a play so we can go? And if you give me that, okay, I'll give you. Ricky, can't you see? I just love your jazzy ways. MCs are here to stay. So on and on she goes. It's like the train been around. I said, shut up. I gave her a kiss. I said, you can't. You're too strong. She says, no, you're not. Starts crying. I'm 52 and stop lying. Come back, my mama, so get that. I can't be kids lover. You know what I'm saying, man? To the tick-tock, you don't stop. Post-go, tick-tick, and you don't flip. Here's a crash.
Hello, my name is Araya.
And I am Selena.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
And when I grow up, I want to be a nurse.
Did you know that individuals who drive while sending or reading text messages are 23% more likely to be involved in a car crash more than other drivers?
Also, a car crash is typical, happens within an average of 3 seconds after a driver is distracted.
The United States Department of Transportation notes that cell phones are involved in 1.6 million auto crashes in a year.
That causes 500,000 injuries and takes 6,000 lives.
On February 19, 2011, Ashley Jones Davis was killed in a horrific car accident. She was texting and driving when she left the center lane and drove head into a box truck. But she stopped short, writing in her final message, "I can't discuss this right now. Facebooking and driving is not safe." Because of this, a new law was made.
We have families that will miss us.
We also have futures.
There is no text that cannot wait until later.
So let's take this pledge and say no to texting and driving.
Together we can spread the word
and save a life. Don't text and drive.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's the LDM Show, your community talk show right here in the Bronx. But wait, 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Fresh on. Yeah, you know it. Hey, this is why we're award-winning show, because we get people like Dougie Fresh in our thing. First of all,
I'm honored to be on your show.
No, I'm honored. And first of all, I just want to say thank you for all the history and all for the memories, because Biggie and all of you guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but first of all, you are a legend. How does it feel that even the youngsters now starting to know who Dougie Fresh is?
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. You know, I got kids that come to my show that are very young, and their parents taught them about it. Thanks to the internet and other forms of social media, the kids are on there. They Google, they look up, they see what's happening, and I look at it as an honor because these kids got so many other artists that's out here. So for them to take the time out to listen and check out what I'm doing, that's a blessing from God.
Well, it is a blessing, especially like I tell a lot of people, you really want to know where hip-hop comes from, go to Tetris 3, Douglas, Biggie. All these guys really, tell you where hip-hop really came from, and where it was birthed at, and they always had stories. Right. How do you feel about, not having too much stories now in hip-hop like it's supposed to be?
I think that right now hip-hop is going through a transition, and I think that some of the artists they're looking for something new, and I think that as I said this to someone just now, it's going to take a combination of the artists from the beginning and the artists now to get together to create that new thing that will last, like our music has lasted all this time, because it has to have some kind of love in it, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, some of the artists do have great songs, but it's different between a great song and a great career. A song is one thing, a career is over a period of time.
Yeah, and it's true. I want to find out any of you guys can do what he did so many years and still be popular and still looking like this. You know what I'm saying? But how it feels to be in the Bronx in front of hundreds and hundreds of people.
What? I love the Bronx, man. Yeah. The Bronx is, I used to live in the Bronx. I used to live over on 174th Street between Marmion and Prospect. I used to be up there. I used to be up there. I used to do parties in the Bronx. Yeah. I learned from the Bronx. I love the Bronx, and every opportunity that I get to come up here and do something is always an honor, always a pleasure. It's a melting pot, you know what I'm saying, of the Latin community, the black community, and everybody's moving as one. And I love it so much because people don't really give a lot of recognition to how much the Latin community played a role in hip-hop. But I always say it and I always show it because it was built together. And the Bronx is about togetherness. That's what the Bronx represents to me.
Oh, yeah, and it represents a lot from back in the DJs with the crakes and all, Oh, my God, it was crazy. But what's next for you?
Well, right now I'm touring, and I got new music coming out. Got a couple of films I'm doing a tremendous amount of shows. I'm in this movie called Girl Trip with Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett, and Regina Hall, and a couple of other artists. I did something in there. I have some other performances I'm doing. I'm working on some TV stuff. And right now, I'm getting ready to let out a series of songs in different styles of music, not just one. Like I may do something with some jazz artists, do something with some reggae artists, some pop artists. Like I'm jumping around because the music has to continue to evolve. So sometimes you got to go into those other areas to continue to create. And more than anything, I'm taking care of myself.
Oh, yes, you are.
I got
to. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I can't stress myself.
The LDM, we sponsor awards called Independent Music Awards. What can you tell the independent artists that are trying to, become famous?
Independent artists got to go back to the beginning. You have to go back. Now, what I mean by the beginning is you have to do things on your own. You have to take a record, make a record.
Whoop.
Take a record. It happens. This is TV.
Yeah, it's live.
Take a record, make a record, and get it out there on your own, and you have to get behind it. You have to promote the stuff yourself. It's no longer about a record label. It's about you going out there and promoting it. And you got to keep on giving it a little bit of a boost. Ask your local DJs to play it. Get it online and play it. Find out all of the information that you can, you know what I mean, to promote your records. Get your videos out. I tell my sons that, you know.
All right, thank you very much. Again, Dougie Fresh, thank you,
Much
and
love,
keep humble. Much love. Thank you for everything. Hey, this is the LDM Show. That's Dougie Fresh. 6 minutes, he's got to be out. We'll see you later.